Hi, everybody. I'm Frankie Bellucci. I'm with Julia Hiles. We're at Hiles Two. We're at 74th and Warner. Really, at 74th and Broadway. In the north end of Waldo. It's Brookside, Waldo.
It's the best part of Waldo.
It really is. It really is. It's a neat little center here. Julia asked how many people I've interviewed, and I'm like, well, everybody, I think. I'm waiting on Phil.
All the important people.
That's right. I'm waiting on Phil to give me a call back, but he hasn't reached out.
Oh, that's too bad.
So I want to start with Hiles.
Hiles.
There was a Hiles downtown that I knew as a young man. My mother did business with Hiles. Was it a metal?
It's a silver plating shop. And that was my late husband's business. And his grandfather started it in 1929. So my late husband died. He was third generation. He died 18 years ago. So I stepped in and took it over and been running it ever since.
So it's still in business?
It's still in business.
Great. It's downtown, isn't it?
Downtown, across from Town Topic. So if you're at Port Low and Greece, go across the street after you drop your work off at our place and get a hamburger.
That's right, at Town Topic. Shirley's not there anymore.
Is she?
No, she died.
Oh, that's
Shirley
too bad.
died.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. And I don't know if Roberta's still there or not.
I don't know. My late husband would go there 3 and 4 times a day. And they had a stool with his name on it.
Fascinating. I spent a lot of time in Town Topic over the years. I haven't interviewed them yet. So tell us how you got from silver plating to Hiles 2, and tell us about your darling little store, what you sell here, what you do.
Okay. Many years ago, I loved to go out on the weekends and pick up old pieces of furniture. My husband said they were junk, and I would bring them home and refinish them. And our garage was full of pieces I was working on. Excuse me. And my husband one day said, "You're either going to have to stop this so I can get the garage back, or open your own store." And I said, "That's a no-brainer. I'll open a store."
And you opened right here.
I opened right here.
That's right.
And I started out with just primitive items and pine pieces of furniture and oak. And I did that for a couple, 3 years. And I found out, you sell a piece of furniture for this amount of money, then you try and replace it, and you have to pay 3 times as much for it. And you have to do work on it. I said, oh, that's not going to work. So I slowly started bringing in new items. And that's how this little place started.
That's how I got here.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated that every business I have interviewed is very unique. I'm interviewing, do you know Nancy Powell on the Plaza? She has Perfect Sense.
Right.
Right? So, all these businesses are so unique, like Marco Polo.
Oh, the great wine.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one after another. Yeah. And so this is such a unique store. There's really nothing like it in Waldo.
There's not many.
Waldo, Brookside, Prairie Village, Leewood.
There's not many places like this in Kansas City because the big box stores have closed down all the cute little independent little niches of stores. You go to other cities and there's all kinds of little shops you can shop at, but not in Kansas City.
And so you opened 18 years ago?
No, 40 years ago.
This store?
This store.
In this location?
In this
I don't think I knew that.
Yes, in this location. I didn't have the room next door. That probably came 20 years ago. So we just started out in this itty bitty space.
So what year was that?
Hold on.
Was it?
83 maybe?
1983.
Is that 40 years from now?
That seems about right.
Okay.
I think that's about right.
Okay. It's close enough.
I'm not going to do the math. My math machine doesn't work. That's exciting.
It is.
How do you add to the charm of Waldo? What do you bring that adds to the charm of all these unique businesses?
Well, that's hard to say. I'll be honest. It's nice not having a lot of competition for what I do. You know,
Like the ornaments.
the ornaments or the unique gifts. There's not another gift store in this area. So, in the children's area, people are always having babies and adding on to their families. So that's been a nice addition.
Well, and that's my audience, right? I'm a realtor, and so I'm interested in Kansas City or people coming to Kansas City and homeowners and people having babies. We got to have a place to put our stuff.
Oh, I know. God love them. We love them.
What do you do to welcome homeowners or new residents or existing clients? Do you have a special way that you greet people or bring a smile to faces?
Yes. I kind of drill into my team, and I've got a great team. All the people that work here are fabulous. So I make it a point that when someone walks through the door, I don't care what they're doing, get up and go greet them and talk to them and ask them questions about themselves. What's your name? If we don't know it, a lot of our customers we know by name already.
Regulars, absolutely great.
Just start talking to them. I hate to ask, what can we help you with? Because they'll always say, I'm just looking. So you just start talking to them.
Are you having a good day?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Welcome in. Are you from Kansas City?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
What, any new stuff coming? Any buzzworthy news? Any changes? Exciting stuff homeowners can keep an eye out for?
We've increased our vendors. So
let's talk about that too. So I want to go, that's one of the questions. Like, are you using local vendors?
I'm using some local vendors.
That's great. So you increased your vendors.
Yes. And we're coming from different sources and from different countries. And we're not doing so much from China and India. So we're doing smaller vendors, smaller companies, and trying to keep on the cutting edge before someone else finds them in town.
And to go back to the original question, like the question was essentially changes, buzzworthy news. Other than vendors, do you have any other changes that you're making, expansions or new lines or?
Oh God, no, not at my age. I'm not going to expand anymore. When I just got back from market and there are new items coming in and I'm brain dead trying to tell you what some of the new lines. I mean,
it's okay.
There's food coming in, there's home decor coming in, there's tablecloths coming. I mean, there's seasonal stuff coming in. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of all over.
Can you tell us sort of briefly, like, what do you do? What do you do here? Who's your target audience? What is it you sell here?
We sell anywhere from about 25 to 80. So I try and have inventory and merchandise that the younger kids would like, or adults. Excuse me.
I just turned 25.
I did too. And then for the older, and I try and keep it more on the young instead of kind of the old and dottery.
Balanced.
My daughter goes with me to market, and I'll see something, and I said, Ashley, how about this? And she, oh, Mom, that's old lady. No. Your store's not like that anymore. It was years ago, but no. Now it's kind of unique and on the cutting edge.
Great. So home decor mainly.
Decor, yes.
How do you add to the economic vibrancy of our little neighborhood, of our little corner of the world here?
I kind of watch out for pricing. So I want people to be able to say, oh, I can go in and find a gift for all prices. I can find something for $5 and I can find something for $1,000 in here. So there's all price range to meet whatever my customer would like.
Great. So you're flexible and you're aware, and I think that's smart business, and I'm grateful for that mindset. As an entrepreneur, I guarantee that we have to always be on the edge of looking out to how to manage our client base because it changes all the time.
Oh, it does change all the time. You know, and I've had to learn. When I first came out here, we hand wrote all our tickets.
Sure.
So now, you know, I'm on a Clover machine.
Yeah.
And I'm on Facebook, Instagram. We do Shopify. We've got an online store. You know, we will.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. We do it online, and, you know, we'll deliver to people's houses if they can't come in, or we'll do curbside pickup. And
service-oriented, home decor, small shop.
Yeah.
I love it.
yes.
I love it.
You know, we'll gift wrap, you know, whatever.
How can the local community, neighbors, local peeps, how can we jump in and make a difference? How can we give back to the community?
I try and donate whenever somebody comes in, you know, and kind of to get my name out there and to help them grow. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's what we do. We never turn down anybody that walks through walks through our door and wants a donation for some charity.
Okay, that's great. I think that is a common thread from what I'm finding, and I'm really, frankly, surprised that so many businesses give so much to the community.
Oh my God.
It's incredible.
You've got to get your name out there because Waldo is such a small little area of Kansas City. You know, people north or Lisa or Overland Park or
Olathe, Shawnee.
You know, to get them to come in here is, you know, I've got to do something to get them in here. See, I don't go out to Olathe because I've got to get a helicopter to go out there.
Or a boat.
Or a boat.
Depends on the weather.
Yeah.
It rained like hell the other day.
Oh, didn't it? Oh my gosh.
You have a lot of regulars. Do you have a special way that you greet your regulars? Do you have a special handshake?
No. We
should design one.
We go up and welcome them to the store, ask them if we could get them anything to drink, like a cup of coffee or some water, and, you know, and just say, if you need some help, I'm here. We've got a bunch of new items in. I'd love to show them to you. Or if you just like to browse, go ahead.
Great.
Okay.
So nice.
Yeah.
Where do you like to go get a little bite to eat right around here?
Oh, God, we have a lot of good places to eat. I like Carmen's. I like Stumpy's. I like the bakery, McLean's. Uh-huh. I like the new pizza place.
On 71st,
have you tried it?
where Leslie's place was.
Yes, it's great. Great pizza.
Pizza
pronounce
Tassio.
it. Okay.
Yeah. I've got an interview scheduled with Leslie too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
What's she doing?
Traveling.
Lucky.
Of course. What else is she doing?
Yeah.
So she's an old a dear friend. Dear friend. Anyway, so you like to eat? Do you caffeinate?
Yes.
Where do you like to caffeinate?
I like the Roastery or Starbucks.
Okay. And have you found in
or what is it? Crow's
Coffee?
Crow's
Zach,
Coffee.
right here.
Right
you
over
can walk
there.
right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Have you found any traditions in Waldo that you celebrate annually?
There is a decorate your store for the holidays, and there is the Waldo Fair.
Were you in the fall festival this year? We used to call it the Waldo Faldo Craldo.
Yes.
And for you, that I said that so fast, it's the Waldo Faldo Craldo. But they don't call it that anymore.
And Betty Smith started it years ago, and it was in this little parking lot. I think there was 10 vendors there.
Do you see Betty at all?
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
She's so nice.
She is nice.
Yeah, Dave Smith. That was Dave Smith, the lamp maker. Betty ran that.
Yes.
So you caffeinate. We talked about food. Is there anything I didn't ask you that you want to tell the world about Hiles Two or Julia Hiles?
Let's see. Shall we kind of take a look? I think they should see.
I'll take pictures of the store.
Okay.
And we'll add that to our video. You bet.
Okay. I don't think they realize my #1 selling line in here.
Which is the ornaments.
Yes.
Tell us about the ornaments.
They are the ornaments by Christopher Radko. And if you don't know him, he's the premier ornament maker.
Spell the last name.
Radko.
Radko. Christopher Radko.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I started with him in 1983 and bought his ornaments, and then he sold his company and he could not produce for 16 years. So last year was his first year back, and they were just amazing.
He's been thinking about it all this time.
And they are like the old vintage pieces. And when you go in and look at them,
Does he make them himself?
It's a small cottage industry, so it's from.
So he blows them, like this glass blown?
He glass blows them, and then he plates them with silver. First he makes a clay mold, and then he blows the glass, and then he plates them with silver, and then he takes them and people hand paints them and puts each little pearl or any gewgaw on them. And when you go in and see
Gewgaw. Did you get that?
Gewgaw. There is no way in God's green earth I would put all the stuff that he does on these ornaments. But they are masterpieces.
And people love them.
They love them.
Great.
And this year, I mean, he'll make maybe 300 of one, and they're all numbered inside. So
they're collector's items.
They are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Julia,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Another tremendous conversation with a local business owner. Listen, I'm Frankie Bellucci. I go by Bellucci, and I'm a realtor with Remax. Remax premieres in Prairie Village. If you or anybody you know needs real estate assistance in Kansas or Missouri, please
Call this man.
Please call me. Right? Let me help you on your real estate journey. Let me make it easier. Please hit like and subscribe so you can see more content like this about great business owners in Waldo, Brookside, Prairie Village, Leawood Plaza.
We're a neat little community.
We really are.
Yeah, you're kind of missing if you don't shop these small little stores and shops, because we're all kind of unique, one of a kind.
I like to use the word vibrant because it really is vibrant. And so stay tuned for more great interviews like this. And Julia, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I really
It's
do
been
appreciate
delightful.
it. It was easier than you thought, wasn't
Yes, it was.
I knew. She was like, this is going to be hard. Ciao.